Hello, it's Dumplet here. Here's an item on logarithms. Find the value of x. The logarithm of x squared plus 32 with base 9 plus the logarithm of 27 with base 9 minus 2 times the logarithm of x with base 9 is equal to 2. Credits to the Thailand International Math Olympiad for this item. As usual, pause this video if you'd like to give this item a try. But if you're done, let us dive into the solution. So here we have a logarithmic equation, and we just have to apply the rules of, the properties of logarithms to help us solve the question. Now, the ideal setup for us to solve a logarithmic equation is to set both sides to have the same logarithm. So it's going to be the logarithm of something equaling to the logarithm of something on the right-hand side. So our first idea is to try and make these three logarithms. We're going to write it in terms of just one logarithm. We know that's doable because everything is in terms of one base, the logarithm of base 9. So we just want to make sure that we can combine them. So the first two are okay because it's just logarithm of something with base 9. But the third one, we just have to do a bit of work onto that. But that's no problem because we know that the property, we know that the exponent can technically be brought into the front. So we could do the opposite. We could take this number in the front and bring it back here to be the exponent. So we could write the third term as logarithm of x squared with base 9. Okay, and I'm just going to copy the rest here. So that's going to be one of the properties of the logarithms that we're going to use. So again, our agenda is to make everything in terms of log something with base 9. In this case, because everything is in base 9. Now on the right side, the 2, let's write it in base 9 as well. So the logarithm of base 9. So 9 raised to something, it's going to be 2. So that's going to be 81. So let's write it as that. So the 2, it becomes logarithm of 81 with base 9. Now, since we're adding these two, and then we're subtracting the third one. So what's going to happen is that we're going to have the logarithm with base 9. So I'm going to take the product of these two. So x squared plus 32 times 27. And since I'm subtracting the logarithm of x squared here with base 9, I would have to divide the result by x squared. Okay, and that's going to equal to, well, the right side is just the same thing, logarithm of 81 with base 9. Now, what we have to do, we're going to take this thing inside the logarithms because both are equal now and both have the same thing, the logarithm with base 9. I could equate them, so those two box terms, they are going to be equal. And we just have to solve for x in the question. So let's multiply both sides by x squared. And let me just distribute 27 here. So 27 times x squared plus, let me just not multiply it for now because I believe I could cancel stuff at the end. So let's move this 27 x squared to the other side. 32 times 27, that's going to be equal to 81 x squared minus 27 x squared. That's going to be 54 x squared. And I could easily divide both sides by 54 because the 32 here, technically it's 2 times 16. And then 2 times 27, that's going to be 54. So I could cancel out 54 here. And I'm just going to get here that x squared is going to be 16. Okay? Take the square root, we have two values of x. X is equal to positive and negative 4. But let's just go back to the given because this is a logarithmic equation. So there might be restrictions for the value of x. So the rule of the logarithm, here we have the x squared plus 32, the 27, and the x to be the thing inside the logarithm. We must make sure that all of them are going to be positive. Okay? Now, the first one, x squared plus 32. Well, x squared is non-negative anyways, so this thing is greater than or equal to 32, so that's no problem. Same for the 27, that's positive. So the only restriction we have to make is to make sure that x is going to be greater than 0, right? And that's going to eliminate one of the two values of x here because, well, negative 4 is negative, obviously, so it's not positive. So we're just going to have only one value, x is equal to 4. That's going to satisfy this logarithmic equation. And this will be our final answer. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.